Is it bare minimum or princess treatment? You're probably not going to get the answer that you expect. I'm Dr. Denham Slade, and today we're going to look at a popular trend right now, looking at whether certain behavior is the bare minimum that you should expect, or whether it's actually over the top and more like princess treatment.
All on social media, that's princess treatment.
Wrong. Bare minimum or princess treatment?
Opening the car door, bare minimum.
Good boy.
Unfollowing every girl on social media, that's princess treatment.
Wrong.
Taking me on shopping sprees, princess treatment.
Thanks.
Carrying me when my feet hurt, bare minimum.
Good job.
Could be princess treatment.
Filling my car up with gas, sometimes. Ordering me food.
I actually agree with the sometimes on that one.
Ordering me food when I'm hungry. That's princess
No,
treatment.
it's
I think my contact just came out.
That's a lot about how balanced things are in the relationship.
Deleting your social media to focus on me, princess treatment.
Preoccupied attachment.
Texting me back immediately, princess treatment. What if I'm busy?
doesn't matter.
Breakfast in bed. Well, are you sick?
It doesn't matter.
Princess treatment. Okay, all right, okay.
So much of this depends on a couple of really important things to understand relationally. What you do have a right to expect in your primary attachment relationship is very high levels of access to that person and sensitivity from that person. That primary attachment relationship or secure-based relationship is the one healthy place in your life where you get to expect to be number one. We call it primacy. And it's very healthy to expect your partner to be there for you when you're in need and to respond sensitively to you when you're in need. And this is all about the pattern. Nobody is perfect, but the research shows that if you have a healthy pattern of sensitivity and availability, which healthy pattern means about 85% of the time, when the other person is in need or when you're in need, you show up with sensitivity and availability, and that's enough to establish a healthy pattern. A lot of this has to do with love language as well. Expecting to be special is really important. And a lot of times people neglect the most important people in their lives. What we really want to feel is like we're on the other person's mind. What we're trying to feel is like we matter to them, that we're valued by them. And so things that communicate that, like, hey, do you want me to put the gas in, opening the door, breakfast in bed, or carrying, or those kinds of things. The real question is whether or not you're paying attention to what the other person needs, and whether or not you're doing those things to communicate that they matter to you, and whether or not those particular behaviors communicate to the other person that they're important to you. And that has a lot to do with love language. If somebody's primary love language is physical touch, then holding hands when you're walking through the store, and hugs and kisses and those kinds of physical touch things are going to carry a lot more weight than doing the dishes or than running an errand. But if acts of service is their primary love language, then doing things like running an errand or washing the dishes or cleaning up the living room will carry more weight than a hug would. It's impossible to say this particular list of behaviors is the bare minimum that should be going on or over the top princess treatment. The key is you both feel valued and important by one another. You need to know what things communicate that to your partner, and you need to be doing the things, consistently doing the things that communicate that message to them. Okay, so now we're going to go on to some other examples and hopefully give you some more in-depth understanding of this.
Buying her favorite snack just because. Bare minimum. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Buying her favorite snack just because. A lot of that depends on love language, but I would say, I don't know what I would say. Being willing to serve, absolutely bare minimum.
Writing her love letters. Bare minimum.
Bare.
This guy's
Princess treatment.
really nervous to give his honest opinion.
Oh, I mean, if you want to say it's bare minimum, I'm down.
Love letters, another really good example of love language. If somebody's love language is words of affirmation, then a love letter is a really good way to send the message that they matter to you and that they're on your mind. If that's their love language, absolutely bare minimum. If that's not their love language, then you're probably going to put a lot of effort in, and you might end up being disappointed that it doesn't land with the weight that you hoped that it would.
Carrying her purse when she asks. Princess treatment.
Carry her purse when she asks. Easy thing to do, bare minimum. If somebody specifically has the courage to ask you for something, most all of the time you should be willing to do it.
Bringing her soup when she's sick. Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Absolutely bare minimum. When somebody's sick, it's an attachment moment. And during attachment moments, it's really important that we step up to the plate.
Putting her towel in the dryer so it's warm after her shower. Princess treatment.
Probably princess treatment on that one. Again, if you know that that's something, you know, if she's told you or you know that that's something that is going to carry some good weight, then that might be something that you want to do. So I'm going to go on a bit of an aside here. One of the things that I see a lot with the couples that I work with are sexual problems. And a lot of times husbands will be frustrated feeling like their spouses don't want to have sex with them as frequently as they would like to have sex. And sometimes wives will feel like all their husbands are interested in is having sex. And this kind of ties into that for a couple of different reasons. In general, there are individual variations and there are some temperament variations, but in general, research shows men feel close to their partners as a result of sexual intimacy. And women want to engage in sexual intimacy as a result of feeling close to their partners. And that's really important to understand, because a lot of times a couple can be in a fight or something that can be distant, and the guy will be like, well, let's have sex so that we can reconnect and be in a good place again. But when there's distance, that's the last thing that the woman wants to do. But when you do these little things that these videos are kind of funnily talking about, it really comes back to doing the things that consistently keep the closeness and the tether strong between you and your partner. What you absolutely need to feel is that you're on your partner's mind, and they need to feel like they're on your mind, that you're thinking about them, you're mindful of them. So when you're noticing things like that and willing to do them, that really is the bare minimum. Any of these behaviors become the bare minimum if you're wanting to have a healthy and happy relationship.
Tying her shoes for her. Princess treatment.
Probably princess treatment.
Giving her your jacket when she's cold. Princess treatment.
Bare minimum. Being willing to sacrifice for your partner and being willing to be uncomfortable is really, we love the people that we serve. That's one of the reasons why we love our kids so much, is because we naturally have to serve so much. So easy bare minimum.
Carrying her to bed when she falls asleep on the couch. Princess treatment.
He's still not learning.
I would ask her if she wants to be carried to bed. Okay, let's look at the next one.
Bare minimum or princess treatment?
Let's see how you go. Number 1.
Opening car door for her? Well, that's princess treatment.
Open the car door, bare minimum, easy way to communicate that you're aware of what's going on and trying to do little things to look out for the other person.
Are you serious?
Stop aiming it at.
Are you kidding me?
What do you mean?
Princess treatment for you to open my door?
Yeah, you can open your own car door. Oh, stop. Taking care of her when she's sick. Bare minimum.
Excellent.
Totally bare minimum to take care of them. Again, it's an attachment moment. It's even more important to show up during attachment moments than it is in just normal daily routine moments.
Buying flowers for her just because, that's princess treatment.
Okay.
Buying flowers just because really comes back to love language. My mom thinks that flowers are a waste of money in general. And so to spend money on flowers, she would rather have that money to spend on something else, and would view that as a waste of time buying something that died. My wife likes flowers. And so just occasionally buying flowers and bringing them home is a really good deposit into our relationship.
Stop. I can't.
Are you kidding me?
I cut myself. And I can't see the freaking paper anymore.
How is that princess treatment?
Well, I think this says paying for her to get her nails done. That's bare minimum.
Excellent.
It's bare minimum.
You sure?
Yeah.
Excellent. Last one.
Well, that opens up a whole discussion on finances that is probably for another video. Yeah, being willing to pay for somebody, especially your partner, is the bare minimum.
I think it says buying her favorite treats just because. Okay,
What is it?
I mean, it's
Buying her favorite treats just because, again, a really easy way to make a deposit and especially depending on her love language. If her love language is gifts or acts of service, buying favorite treats is a really good way to do that. So one of the things that I would like to kind of punctuate with this is if you feel like all of these things are bare minimum, then there's a pretty good chance that you might have an anxious attachment style, and you might want to check out some resources on attachment. We've got some videos on attachment, because you might be preoccupied and your brain might be looking for signs and evidence that you don't matter to your partner and that you're not safe with them, and so you're interpreting all kinds of different things as signs that you're not mattering and that they're not there for you. Probably a little out of balance, and it might be a reflection on your attachment style. Is it bare minimum or princess treatment? You might not get the answer that you expect. So the answer to whether or not something is bare minimum or princess treatment really depends on a lot of different variables in the relationship. Depends on the temperament of both people, depends on your attachment style, and it depends on love language. I'm Dr. Denham Slade, and I'm here to help you navigate some of the confusing messages that you're bombarded with constantly on social media.